So, shoulder dystocia. If I have a baby's head born and I'm not seeing a lot of movement, I'm not seeing restitution, I might be seeing a turtling sign, then I'm going to check for a nuchal cord, because a nuchal cord or a short cord could possibly be the cause of this, but let's see if there's a cord. If I don't feel one, I'm going to apply some gentle traction, axial traction, and if I'm not feeling any movement and there's no restitution, then I'm going to assume that this is a shoulder dystocia. So the first thing I would do is ask the birthing person to get into the McRoberts position. I could have partner, doula, assistant help with that, holding the person's legs close to their shoulders. And hopefully that'll have the effect of tilting the pelvis slightly enough to make a little bit more room in the pubic arch. So that might even allow that shoulder to come through. We can also apply some suprapubic pressure. That would help to, the combination of those two maneuvers can help to bring the shoulder through. If that doesn't help, then I probably would next go to rolling over onto hands and knees. So we're going to flip the whole situation. And there are a couple of entry maneuvers that we can try. So first of all, we can try to get a hand in there and feel for the posterior shoulder and try and collapse the shoulder in towards the chest in order to allow that posterior shoulder to deliver. And another thing that we can do is if we can get in there and grab onto the arm, grab onto the wrist, then sweeping. I'm not gonna lie, this baby is way too big for this pelvis. In fact, the head actually doesn't fit through. So this is good for demonstrating shoulder dystocia because she really is quite stuck, but it also makes it difficult for me to show you what I'm trying to say, which is grabbing the wrist and then sweeping the arm over the head to deliver that posterior arm, which would release the posterior shoulder. Hopefully that would make enough room for the anterior shoulder to be delivered. And if it isn't, then we can also try that pressure on the anterior shoulder towards the chest, kind of try and collapse that shoulder, and maybe even rotate into the oblique so that there's a little more room for the baby to come through. So those are a couple of things that we can try to resolve shoulder dystocia.